Hey Wanderers, welcome back to another adventure-packed episode of WanderTales, where we dive into the tales of the world and bring you tips to make your journeys unforgettable. If you loved our recent guides, like 15 cheapest countries to move and live in 2025, or countries that will pay you to live there, you're going to absolutely love today's episode. Why? Because we're talking about something every traveler dreams of, exploring the world without breaking the bank. And to help us uncover the ultimate secrets to budget travel, I've invited someone truly special. Mia, a travel expert who's mastered the art of affordable adventures. Mia, so glad to have you here at WanderTales. Mia, how does someone even begin planning a budget-friendly trip?
Oof. Hello, everyone. It starts with research. Let's say you want to go to Europe. First, decide on your top countries and check their peak travel seasons. For instance, Greece in July will cost you a fortune, but visiting in late September will be cheaper and the weather is still great.
And what about people with specific dates?
Even if your dates are fixed, try tools like Google Flights to search for cheaper flights on nearby dates. If your destination is flexible, enter everywhere in Skyscanner to find the cheapest options from your location.
Can you give me a real-life example?
Sure. Last year, I wanted to visit Japan during cherry blossom season, but tickets were pricey. So I flew to Seoul first. Tickets were 40% cheaper. I then took a budget airline, Jeju Air, from Seoul to Tokyo for just $50.
All right, Mia, hit me with some affordable travel destinations in 2025.
Let's break it down. Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos are unbeatable. For budget travelers, you can find meals for $2 and hostels for $5 a night. Europe, Portugal, and Georgia are excellent. A full meal in Portugal can cost $10. And in Georgia, you can stay in a guest house for $20 with breakfast included. You could also buy, Latin America, Guatemala, and Ecuador. For example, in Mexico's Yucatan region, you can rent a bike and explore cenotes for less than $10. Africa, Zanzibar, Tanzania, and Namibia are budget gems. In Zanzibar, you can stay in a beachfront guest house for $30.
Any tips for saving even more in these destinations?
Use local transport. In Vietnam, sleeper buses between cities cost around $10 to $15, and they double as a night's accommodation.
Oh, thanks, Mia. Flights always seem to blow my budget. How do you make them cheaper?
Timing is everything. Book international flights 4 to 6 months in advance. For example, I booked a round trip from New York to Lisbon for $350 by planning 6 months ahead.
Is it better to use budget airlines?
Definitely, especially in Europe and Asia. Airlines like Ryanair, Wizz Air, and AirAsia offer flights for under $20. Just remember, they charge extra for things like luggage, so pack light.
What's the deal with airfares?
They're golden. Sites like Secret Flying and Fly for Free list these fares. Last year, I booked a flight from LA to Bali for $300 because of a pricing error.
What about hotels? Hotels are out of my budget. What are some practical alternatives?
Hostels are great for solo travelers. For example, in Prague, you can find top-rated hostels like Hostel 1 Prague for $15 a night, including free group dinners. For even cheaper stays, try house sitting. You live rent-free in exchange for caring for someone's home or pets.
What about families or groups?
Airbnb is perfect. A 2-bedroom apartment in Medellin, Colombia can cost $30, $50 per night.
And couch surfing?
Couch surfing is amazing if you're okay with staying on a local's couch for free. It's not just about saving money. You get a cultural exchange and insider tips.
I love trying local food, but eating out can get expensive.
Not if you eat where the locals do. For example, in Thailand, street food like pad thai or mango sticky rice costs $1, $2. In Italy, grab pizza by the slice at local bakeries for $2, $3. In Turkey, hit local spots for a full meal of kebabs, rice, and tea for under $5.
Any tips for cooking my own meals?
Stay at accommodations with kitchens. In Paris, for instance, buying fresh baguettes, cheese, and wine at a market will cost under $10 for a picnic-style meal.
What about transportation costs? Getting around can add up quickly. How do you cut those costs?
Use local buses, trams, and subways. In Istanbul, you can get a transport card for $1 and pay around 50 cents per ride.
It's taxi.
Avoid them unless necessary. Use ride-sharing apps like Bolt or Grab in countries where they operate. They're much cheaper than taxis.
I prefer walking when possible.
Perfect. Walking tours are often free, and you can discover hidden gems. For instance, in Barcelona, many historical sites are within walking distance of each other.
I want to explore but avoid expensive tours. What are some free or cheap activities?
Plenty. Here are examples. In London, museums like the British Museum and Tate Modern are free. In Tokyo, explore Asakasa's temples and gardens without spending a yen. In Sydney, enjoy Bondi Beach and coastal walks for free.
What about hiking?
Excellent choice. In Peru, you can hike Rainbow Mountain for under $10 if you avoid guided tours and take a local van.
What's the best way to stay online abroad?
Buy local SIM cards. For example, in India, a GeoSIM card with unlimited data costs $5 for 28 days. If you're traveling through multiple countries, use an eSIM like Airalo.
I'm hesitant about spending on insurance. Is it really worth it?
100%. Imagine falling ill or missing a flight. It can cost thousands. Affordable options include Safety Wing, $45 less a month for global coverage.
Can technology really make a difference?
Absolutely. Apps like guide romances for cheap transport options between destinations. Too Good to Go, get unsold food from restaurants at discounted prices.
I know that. Great for managing group travel expenses.
Yes, Alex. Hey, yeah.
Packing is always a headache. Any tips?
Pack light to avoid baggage fees. Use a carry-on and versatile clothing. For example, a scarf can double as a blanket or beach cover.
Wow, Mia, these tips are incredible. Traveling on a budget sounds not only possible, but also exciting.
Very exactly, Alex. It's all about being resourceful and adventurous.
Hey, thanks for sharing all this, Mia. I guess it's time to start planning my next trip.
You're welcome. And for everyone watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to WanderTales for more exclusive contents.
Why just dream about it when you can live it? Until next time, Wanderers, keep exploring and keep saving.